All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome into the network. We are in the first quarter starting us off, and Carthage puts it up for two and a foul called. So a foul on Marshall. Carthage up to shoot two. And Marshall, Mason Gray over to Shea Dunham. Knocked out of bounds by Carthage. It will stay Marshall ball. Pass out to Mason Gray. Ball comes loose. Carthage comes away with it 15-11. Pass to Connor Miller out of bounds on Marshall. Carthage gonna pick it up. .15 in the paint, 31 low post, puts it up for two, doesn't fall, rebound, pass out, perimeter, 31 three-point shot, and he'll sink it.
3-point basket, Jonah Barrett.
0-8, Marshall down by 8, first quarter. About halfway through the first quarter, Shea Dunham to Mason Gray. Pass over to Gregg, about the half-court line, knocked out of bounds off Carthage, and it will be Marshall ball. Pass into Eli Couch, number 15 for your Marshall Bobcats. Connor, Mason Gray, Shea to Mason Gregg, number 5. Eli, Connor Miller. Gray over to Gregg, driving in, ball comes loose. Carthage comes away with a steal, 11 on a fast break. Quick jumper in the paint, doesn't fall. Marshall gonna pick it back up. Mason Gregg to Shea Dunham. Eli Couch, Mason Gray.
Marshall.
And a timeout called by Marshall. We will be right back. Stay tuned and don't go anywhere. You're watching the Marshall Sports Network here on YouTube. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right, we're back into the action in the first quarter. 0-8, Eli Couch in possession for Marshall. Maintain control. Shea Dunham. Pass out to Mason Gregg. Three-point shot, doesn't fall. 15 for Carthage, picks up Marshall's rebound. 30 on a fast break, low post. Drives in, puts it up, and it will be out of bounds on Marshall. Carthage gonna pick it going to pick it up. And Rocky Smith coming into the ball game for Eli Couch. So
Number 3, Blake Haslett.
hope everyone had a great Christmas, and soon is coming up the new year, I believe on Thursday. So a great holiday break so far. I can say that myself. I hope everyone has had a great Christmas, and it's not over yet. We got some good basketball coming up for this break, and excited to be here today. Levin going to pass it in for Carthage. 31 three-point shot. Doesn't fall. Shea Dunham going to pick it up. Good save. Pass to Rocky Smith right as the ball was about to come loose. Pass to Mason Gregg. Pass over to Rocky Smith. He's around the perimeter. Shea Dunham looking for an opening. Carthage comes away with a steal. 15 on a fast break. 30 in the paint. He'll put it up for 2. That'll make it 0-10. Mason Gray pass to Shea Dunham. Rocky Smith. Long pass to Mason Gregg. Three-point shot doesn't fall. Marshall tries to pick up the rebound. Number 23 driving in with it for Carthage. Puts it up, doesn't fall. Ball comes loose. Marshall picks it back up on a save. Connor Miller trying to pass in. Carthage picks up the pass. Number 11 around the perimeter. Pass in 30-15. 11-30, three-point shot, doesn't fall. 31 puts it up. Good blocks and defense by Marshall, but it will draw a foul. It'll be 2-0 on the foul count. Marshall draws second foul. Foul on number 22 is that's Mason Gray. Will be his first foul of the game. About 2 minutes left, and Carthage gets a three-point shot. They'll sink it. Rocky over to Mason Gregg. Foul call on number 4, I believe, for Carthage. And that'll be Marshall ball.
Foul, Tate Nestor, his brother. Jack Carlson in for Carthage.
Carthage in possession, 2-1 on the foul count. 4 pass over to 11. Back to 4. Pass 31, three-point shot. Doesn't fall. 13 on the rebound. Low post position and a foul on Marshall. 3-1 on the foul count.
Foul, Connor Miller. His first.
And the first one will fall, make it 0-14. Second shot coming up. And the second one will not fall. Marshall going to pick it up. Mason Gregg. Long pass to Mason Gray on a fast break. Drives in and puts it up for 2. 2-14, Marshall down by 12 into the first quarter. 55 seconds until the first quarter will be over and the second quarter will begin. 14 long pass, 11 back to 14. 4 around the perimeter driving in. 25 in the paint. Shea Dunham on a fast break, a steal. Drives in, puts it up for 2. He'll sink it and then make it 4-14. Marshall down by 10 in the first quarter. 11 pass to 14. 11 perimeter, and they are eyeing a three-point shot. Five seconds, 4 in the paint. They have that opening, and the clock stopped with 3 seconds to go. And Carthage is going to pass it in. 25, and a quick shot. And that's the end of the first quarter, heading into the second. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. You're watching the Marshall Sports Network here on YouTube. Everything Marshall Sports. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Second quarter underway. 8 minutes on the clock. Rocky Smith in possession. Number 3 pass in. Shea Dunham. Connor Miller. Mason Gregg. Pass in to Shea. Carthage comes away with it on a fast break. 14 driving into the paint. Puts it up for 2. And they will sink it, so that'll make it 4-16. Marshall down by 12. Mason Gray, pass over to Connor. Mason Gregg. Ball comes loose, and that will be Marshall ball. About 7 minutes and 5 to go until halftime. Number 3 for Marshall, Rocky Smith, gonna pass it in. Looking for an opening, long pass to Mason Gray. Connor Miller, Mason Gregg driving into the paint, puts it up for 2. Shea Dunham on the rebound. Driving in, he'll put it up and draw a foul, be up to shoot 2.
Foul on Cooper Jackson. His first.
Marshall Shea Dunham sinks the first one. That'll be 5-16. Second one coming up.
Eli Couch back in for Marshall.
Eli Couch coming in for Mason Gregg. Shea Dunham second and doesn't fall. Carthage going to pick up the rebound. And Carthage puts it up for two. They will sink it 5-18. Shea. Pass back out to Eli Couch. Over to Rocky Smith, number 3. Three-point shot, top of the key. He'll sink it.
Three-point basket.
Yeah, he called bank. I heard it.
Shea Dunham.
Good block by Shea Dunham. It will stay Carthage ball. Love the aggression and fight we are seeing out of our Bobcats in this second quarter. About 5 minutes and 49 to go. Carthage, a sub coming in. Number 31 coming back into the ball game. So he was in the first quarter, back in for the second. 14-30, driving in low post position, puts it up for two, doesn't fall. Connor Miller picks it up for Marshall. Rocky Smith around the perimeter. He's going to drive in. Ball comes loose, stolen away by Carthage. 23, fast break. Puts it up, a contest for the ball, and it will be Marshall ball out on Carthage, number 23.
Mason Gray back in for Marshall.
Carthage picks it away, puts it up for two. They will sink it in 8-20. Second quarter, Shea Dunham.
Foul on Jordan Rudder.
Foul called on Carthage, and that will be their second team foul. 0-2. Rocky over to Eli. Carthage comes away with a steal. 23 three-point shot. Doesn't fall. 15 on the rebound. He'll put it up for two and knocked out of bounds by Marshall. Will say Carthage ball. And a foul called on Marshall. Carthage up to shoot for two. And that will be good. Or, no, I believe it was one. He made and one, so it's 8-23.
Get our heads in the game here. Oh, man.
23 knocks it away. Will stay Marshall ball.
Man, they got some pickpockets playing for that team. Trying to steal every ball. We gotta watch, man. I mean, they're watching the passing lanes and don't know what's going on here. Clock malfunction?
You know, I don't get to say this often, but delay of game. We'll mix it up a little bit today. Yeah, delay of game. Having a little discussion.
Shot clock. They
Ah.
didn't start it, so
Love our shot clock. It was malfunctioning, you know. It's the only thing that I've ever seen malfunction on the actual clock is the shot clock. Rocky Smith pass over to, let's see, that's Cole Moran. Back to Cole. Knocked out of bounds by Carthage. They will step out. It will be Marshall ball. Rocky pass in. Cole Moran around the perimeter. Mason Gregg driving in. Pass over to Mason Gray. Three-point shot. He takes it, doesn't fall. Shea Dunham on a quick rebound or save. And 23 picks it up for Carthage. 30 driving in, puts it up for two. Foul and one. And he will be up to shoot to make the three-point score. He'll be up to shoot one. So it's 8-25. And he'll make it 8-26. Marshall gonna pass it in. Mason Gregg, Rocky Smith puts it up for two. He'll sink it. That'll make it 10-26. Marshall down by 16. And Carthage back in possession, number 23. 31 into 30 in the paint. Good steal by Connor Miller. And Rocky Smith, number 3, in possession for Marshall. Cole Moran, three-point shot, and he will sink it.
He was good on those last games, too.
Yeah, I remember that. Cole Moran doing great on the three-point shots. 14. And Marshall gets their hands on it. A timeout called by Carthage will be. There were, there was a little bit of discussion about whether or not that was a jump ball, but I did see it. They did call timeout previous to the jump ball. So it, yeah, yeah. So timeout called by. Okay, I thought they were talking about how long of a timeout. We don't know. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere on the Marshall Sports Network here on YouTube. And out of bounds, it will be Marshall ball. 2 minutes and 47 until halftime.
Henry Latham back in for the Tigers.
Okay, come on. Take care of the ball. Like he took one in the chin there, Rocky.
Mason Gregg. Pass over to Mason Gray. Connor Miller.
Oh, shoot.
Mason Gregg drives in, puts it up for two, doesn't fall, and Carthage going to pick it back up 11. 31 around the perimeter, low post, drives in, doesn't fall. Marshall picks it up.
It's like 3 blocks today for Connor Miller. He's doing good on that.
Carthage gonna drive in, puts it up for two, and
30 cleaned it up.
30 drives in right behind him, puts it back up on the rebound. He'll score. That'll make it 13-28. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Carthage.
For the Tigers, Paige Tester,
Carthage ball.
Cooper Jackson, and Henry Lacey.
Eleven to 4.
Shay Dunham and
Back to 11.
Count in for Marshall.
Puts it up. Quick shot doesn't fall. Rebound by 25 out of bounds, and it will be Carthage ball. Out of bounds on Marshall.
Basket Leonard.
And a dunk which 2-point, but 13-30. Marshall, 40 seconds until halftime. Shay Dunham.
Seconds. Shot clock. Shot clock.
And a shot clock violation called on Marshall. It will be turned over to Carthage possession. 4 going to pass it in. Seven seconds until halftime. We're heading to halftime. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Marshall Sports Network here on YouTube. We will be right back. Stay tuned. Coming in from halftime, 13-30. Marshall in possession, Rocky Smith around the perimeter to Mason Gray. Connor Miller in the corner, pass in. Carthage picks it up on a steal, 11.
He's gonna
30 puts it up and he'll sink it for two, 13-32.
Lendel Ray.
Mason Gregg. Pass to Mason Gray. Rocky Smith in the paint. He'll put it up for two. He'll sink it, and that will be 15-32.
Rocky Smith with basket.
31 for Carthage around the perimeter, pass to 23. Pass over to 11. 30 puts it up and a foul called. Foul called on Marshall. Awaiting confirmation on the player number.
Foul on Rocky Smith. Second foul.
Foul on Rocky Smith. That'll be his second foul of the ball game. Foul call on Marshall. 1-0 on the foul count for the third quarter. 6 minutes and 35 to go. Carthage back in possession, 11. Long pass, 31, three-point shot from the corner. 15-35, and Carthage will take 20-point lead in the third quarter. 6 minutes and 10 to go. And Carthage picks up the pass, 11. Pass into 30, back out, 31 three-point shot, doesn't fall, and Marshall gonna pick it back up. Mason Gregg over to Shea Dunham, knocked out of bounds, and it will be Carthage ball, number 11, gonna pass it in.
Back in for the Bobcats.
11-23, pass in. 11 puts it up, doesn't fall. 30-15, quick jumper, and Marshall gonna pick it up. Rocky Smith over to Eli Couch in possession for Marshall. Knocked out of bounds, and it will stay Marshall. Ball knocked out of bounds by Carthage. I believe that was number 11. Rocky, long pass out to Shea Dunham.
Hey, there we go. Nice left-handed shot.
Marshall puts it up for two. That'll be 17-35. Knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Marshall. Carthage gonna pick it back up, 23. .30, 11, puts it up. No shot clock violation. Marshall will pick it up and a jump ball call. Good block by Eli Couch. That'll be out of bounds, and it will be Carthage ball, number 11. pass over to 30, and see, Carthage going to pass it back in, yeah. Knocked out of bounds by Marshall, 11, pass over 23, then to 30 in the perimeter, drives in low post, back out, 23, 31, three-point shot from the wing, doesn't fall. 30 picks it back up on the rebound for Carthage, 11. 31 puts it up, and good block by Marshall. 31 puts it up for two. He'll sink it in the paint. That'll be 17 to 37. Marshall down by 20. Foul called. Foul on Shea Dunham. His first foul of the ball game. That'll be 2-0 on the foul count. Levin puts it up, doesn't fall. Rebound, and knocked out of bounds by Marshall. Yep, it will stay Carthage ball.
Back in for the Tigers. Cooper Jackson and Chase Shepard.
Mason Gray drives in, puts it up for two, doesn't fall. Connor Miller on the rebound. Foul, he will be up to shoot two.
Foul on Jonah Barrett is first.
First one doesn't fall. Second free throw coming up. Connor Miller at the line to shoot for two. Now for one, the second one coming up, and here we go. He makes it. 18 to 37. Mason Gregg, Connor Miller, Eli Couch around the perimeter. Pass out, Mason Gray. Three-point shot doesn't fall. Carthage on the rebound. Three-point shot doesn't fall. And last touched by Carthage. It'll be Marshall ball. Shea Dunham gonna pass it in.
And Rocky Smith back in for the Bobcats.
Knocked out of bounds by Carthage. Marshall in possession. Shea Dunham gonna pass it in. Connor Miller puts it up. He'll sink it, and that will be 22-38. 30, driving in low post, puts it up for 2, and that will be good. So that will be 20-40. Timeout, Marshall. We will be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Marshall Sports Network here on YouTube. We will be right back. Stay tuned.
Tournament T-shirts are being sold.
No, sorry. Timeout called by Carthage. We'll be back. Stay tuned. And we're back in from the timeout. About a minute and 40 until the fourth quarter will be underway.
Arnell Mack checking in for Carthage.
Carthage in possession. Ball comes loose. Eli Couch on a steal. And a foul called
That definitely was a mugging.
on
It's a good hard foul.
Carthage.
Mack is first.
That was rough. Yep. Shake the cobwebs out. Come on.
Rocky Smith up to shoot 2. And neither of the free throws will fall. Zero to 14 for Carthage. 35 seconds and 3-point shot doesn't fall. Rebound doesn't fall. Another rebound by 25 for
Come on. Put it in there. There you go. Nice running floater by Eli Couch. Nope. End of the third quarter. We'll be right back.
And we're back into the action. Marshall in possession, Rocky Smith.
Shea Dunham.
Shea Dunham with a three-point shot. That'll be 24-40. A foul call on Marshall. Carthage up to shoot two, number 15.
Shea Dunham foul, his second.
And Carthage, number 15, makes the first one and the second one, make it 24-42. Shea Dunham pass over to Mason Gregg to Rocky Smith. Ball comes loose, and it will be Marshall ball. Pass over to 30, drives in, puts it up, and he'll sink it, and I believe a foul was called. Am I right? Was a foul called? Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Foul in one, he'll be up to shoot for one.
If that hadn't been a foul, I think he was going to dunk it, but he didn't quite get up enough with the contact.
Foul on Shea Dunham, his third.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right. Again, this is the fourth quarter. 31 for Carthage with a three-point shot.
I think he's got about 5 of those today.
24-49. Eli Couch pass to Mason Gray, knocked out of bounds, and
Should say Marshall ball.
stay Marshall. Shea Dunham pass into Eli Couch. Rocky Smith pass to Connor Miller to Mason Gray.
Shot clock.
Shot clock violation, Carthage in possession. Three-point shot, and he sinks.
Three-point basket, Jonah Barrett.
24-52.
They've got a lead of 28, and he's had about 18 of those.
Foul of Zane Brown.
18 or 20
First.
points of that lead is all number 31. Come on.
Timeout, Marshall. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Timeout.
Back into the action from that timeout.
Shoot it!
Carthage picks it up on a steal.
Shoot it. Oh, they're calling foul.
Foul call on Marshall. Waiting to see who that was.
Foul on Mason Gray, third foul.
Foul on Mason Gray, his third foul.
For the Tigers is Cooper Jackson.
Looks like Mason Gregg is hurt. He's getting checked out over there. Maybe his knee. That's not good.
30 past 31, three-point shot. And again. Or is that the same one?
Barrett.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's number
24 to 55.
He's a one-man wrecking crew, number 31. And
11 puts it up, not going to fall, and Marshall is going to pick it back up. Pass over to Rocky Smith, puts it up.
backboard, yep. Goaltending.
Yep, goaltending called on Carthage. Marshall ball.
Jack Carlton,
It'll be their ball.
Jason
Give 'em points.
Shepard, and Kane Tester. And for Marshall, Brody Smith, Caleb Inman, Troy Royce, and Clay Clark.
Jump ball.
High possession into the game. Terrell Mack.
The clock will not stop. 2 minutes and 40 to go.
The B Elite Player of the Game. Inform Marshall. Play clock.
Oh, number 4 hit it. For 3.
3-point shot by number 4. That will make it 58. 26 to 58. Ball comes loose, and it will be Carthage ball. Three-point shot doesn't fall. Rebound. 25-4 3-point shot doesn't fall.
Tell you what, one other big difference today, the Carthage has been really good at rebounding.
Yeah.
They've rebounded, got a lot of third and fourth looks, and that's made a lot of difference today too. 3-point shooting and rebounding, if you want to, the two kind of main factors in today's game.
30 seconds left in the ball game. Foul called. Clock ain't stopping. It'll keep rolling, and then he has 15 seconds to get off the 2 shots. Can he do it? Oh.
First one didn't fall. He'd get one more. I say this would be it if he hurries. He got it.
And he makes it.
Yep.
I believe that is the final. It's the final score of the game by Carthage, and that'll be.
To play in the 440 semifinal game tomorrow against the winner of Bergman and Van Buren. And Marshall will move to the consolation bracket and play at 11:20 tomorrow morning against the loser of the Bergman Van Buren game. And we will give you the B Elite Player of the Game. Mike Yarbrough with the Little Thomas Tournament Committee will be presenting that Player of the Game, and it will go to Carthage's number 31, Jonah Barrett.
I knew that. He was good on 3-pointers, man. Really good.
Well, that is the end of this ball game, and we'll be heading into the Bergman game, Marshall versus Bergman girls game. We will be right back. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes for the girls' game. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. And we are heading into the first quarter of the game between Bergman and Marshall.
Provide 2 scholarships annually as well as provide financial assistance to our high school Harrison basketball team.
And we are into the action.
Basket by number 2, Avery Pack.
Baseline foul called on
Foul is on
Bergman. That will be 0-1 on the foul count. Bergman, number 1, pass over to 20. I can't see their numbers. 23, I think. And then three-point shot by 2. She'll sink it. Izzy Harness. Gracie Gray back to Harness over to Miley Harris. Three-point shot doesn't fall. Bergman gonna pick it back up. Number 2.
Take it all the way. There you go. Layup by Izzy Harness is good.
Basket by number 20, number 10, Gracie Gray.
No. Flipper. Rebound it. Mark the ball. Come on.
Foul is on number 1, Jason Gray. It's good. That's her first personal.
Open, y'all. Come on.
Five minutes and 5 to go. 2-6. Marshall down by 4.
Gracie Gray.
Foul is
Take
on
the
number
legal screen.
23, Gracie Gray. That is her second.
Oh, cool on her.
basket by number 23, Brooklyn Collins.
Bergman on the bucket there, and midway into the first quarter, Bergman Senior Girls versus the Marshall Senior Girls, and it's going to be a timeout on Bergman, I think, took the timeout. We'll be back in just a second. All right, back into the first quarter action. Marshall Lady Bobcats against the Bergman Senior Girls. Three-point basket by number 1 for Bergman. I think that's three three-pointers so far for Bergman. Parker Pruitt brings it up for the Lady Bobcats. Takes it all the way in. Shot was blocked. Bergman fumbled it around a little bit, but came up with it. So we'll see if they can set up in the half court. Wow, that's another three-pointer for Bergman. That's 4. Pruitt on the pass attempt to Gracie Gray. Ball was deflected. Bergman comes up with it. I believe that foul is going to be on McKenna Harris.
Foul is on number 1, Gracie Gray. That's her second.
No. I'm not. I think their lineup they have over at the announcer desk isn't right, because I thought they said number 1, but then they didn't say Parker Pruitt's name, so not sure who the foul was on actually. Amy Roberts checked in for the Bobcats, by the way. Parker Pruitt taking it all the way down, and Bergman tries to make the steal, goes out of bounds on Bergman. So Marshall will retain possession here with 3 minutes exactly to go in the first quarter. Bergman team is very scrappy. They contest every ball, every pass, every shot. They missed that three-pointer. Long-range three-pointer by number 1 for Bergman. It's good. So 15 of 17 points for Bergman have come off of three-pointers. They say you live or die by the 3, but so far Bergman is living by the 3. Bergman with the steal. Good defense by Izzy Harness prevents that shot. Parker Pruitt bringing it down for the Lady Bobcats. Pass into Roberts. Can't keep the handle on it. And that foul.
Foul is on number 23, Gracie Gray. That is her third personal foul.
That's Gracie Gray picks up the foul. That is her third. And it's still 1:45 to go in the first quarter. It's a little bit concerning there. She's already picked up her third foul. Number 1 hits another 3. Again, that's 18 out of 20 points for Bergman have been off of three-pointers. So they are shooting at an insane clip for three-pointers. And The only thing you can say is you got to think that percentage is going to fall off, because normally if you shoot 30 or 40% from three-point land, you know that's a good day. But so far they're hitting probably about 80 or 90%. And number one just hits another one, another three. 7 3-pointers by Bergman, if my math is right. And they lead 23-2. We've got a timeout called by Marshall, and we'll be back in just a minute. Well, I guess we'll just stay with it. I don't know if it was a 30-second or a full minute, but we'll just stay here with it.
Jackson Mosher and Robin Reeves. Thank you to all the Highlander and Riley services to all our guests in the tournament.
Okay, Bobcats to inbound the ball here. Minute 18 to go in the first quarter.
Fouls on number 0, Lindsay Lowry. That is her first.
Number 0 hits a three. She's like, you can do that, I can do that too. And 24 out of the 26 points so far for Bergman have come on three-pointers. Actually, Bergman scored 2 on that layup, so breaks their streak on three-pointers here in the first quarter. Gracie Gray puts one off the glass, and that brings the final score in the first quarter. Bergman 28, and your Lady Bobcats are 4. So we will be back shortly with action from the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in to the Marshall Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, back with second quarter action here. Bergman on the layup. Got some substitutions on the Marshall side. We've got Miriam Beckwith and the Williams sisters, and Bella and Alex, and Reese Ragland, and then McKenna Harris is back in as well as we start the second period here. Again, this is the Lendel Thomas Classic, I believe it's called, in honor of Lendel Thomas, and it's a tournament we've played in the past few years. And we're live here from Goblin Stadium or Gymnasium, whatever they call it, and really nice facility. Turnaround jumper by number 10 is good for Bergman. There'll be a shot clock violation on Marshall. Oh. Bergman missed a three-pointer attempt, and 13, who missed that three-point attempt, takes it in off the glass and makes it. She didn't get 3, but she got 2, and Bergman leads 34-4 here midway through the second quarter. Thank you all for tuning in with us today. And Marshall calls a timeout, 30-second timeout. So we'll just stay here with it. We'll be back with the action in 30 seconds.
There is tournament T-shirts next to the concession stand. Get one while you can. We want to thank those who provided lodging, the Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn Express, and the 1929 Hotel Seville.
Okay, back in from the timeout. Marshall inbounds the ball. Try to set up in the half court. Pass deflected, and Bergman comes up with it. Number 1 for the 3, missed it, which I think she wasn't back behind the line far enough, because her three-pointers so far have been from pretty long distance, so maybe she was a little bit too close there on that one. Number 13 drives in off the glass again. So that's 2 in a row for her, for Bergman. Pass intercepted by Bergman. All right, shot no good. Marshall comes up with the rebound. Shot attempt by Williams was blocked. Bergman comes up with it. Number 23 for Bergman. Three-point attempt, no good. shot down the lane, blocked by McKenna Harris. Ball's out of bounds, and Bergman is going to retain possession here with 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go. And Bergman has a 32-point lead. And they just dribbled the ball off their foot, so Marshall gets the ball on the turnover. Got some substitution players back in. Parker Pruitt brings down the ball. Roberts into Gracie Gray. Shot no good, or was deflected out of bounds by Bergman. We also got Izzy Harness on the court there. And Miley Harris and Amy Roberts to round out the 5 for Marshall. Bergman with the steal. They're going to push it down and try to add to their lead before halftime. I know 3 of the players out there for Bergman are good three-point shooters. They just lost the ball. I was going to say, hope we don't give any one of them a good look at it because they can drain it. All right, Pruitt brings it down for Marshall. Little give and go to Roberts. Pruitt, shot no good. Ball's out of bounds on Bergman, and it's going to be Marshall ball. And I think someone was complaining that the clock wasn't running, so I wasn't really not sure about that. Looks pass deflected by Bergman. Marshall's going to retain possession. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the second quarter. Bergman fast break layup, no good. She'll probably be running in practice for that tomorrow. But three-pointer by number 0 is good for Bergman. That was one of the deadly three-point shooters they have on the court right now. Number 0 makes the layup. She just got 5 in a row. Ball deflected out of bounds off of Bergman, and Bergman leads 41-4 now with those last 5 points by number 0. And let's see if we can get a good look at it here, get some points on the board. Parker Pruitt turnaround off the glass, no good, but she draws the foul and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul is number 0, Kinsey Lowry. That is her second personal foul.
Pruitt hits the first one. Pruitt hits the second one. So Bergman leads 41-6. 1 minute and 31 seconds to go in the second period. Number 1 for Bergman missed the 3. Another three-pointer missed by Bergman. Marshall comes up with the rebound. Miley Harris bringing it down for the Bobcats. And I think there was some jockeying for position underneath. And Parker Pruitt's going to get called for that foul. And that's her third. So we've got 2 players for Marshall with 3 fouls, Gracie Gray and Parker Pruitt. So have to keep an eye on that. Hope neither one of them pick up their 4th before the end of the half here. Amy Roberts with the steal. Good defense there. Marshall brings it down. Pruitt all the way off the glass, no good. Roberts comes up with it. Gracie Gray shot attempt, no good. Bergman on the fast break. Izzy Harness with the block, but I think she also got a part of the arm, so she's called for the foul. Yeah, that's her second foul. And number 23 for Bergman to the line. Free throw spins around the rim and falls through. Gets one more shot at it here. That one was a little bit cleaner. Bergman leads 43-6. Pruitt on the shot attempt. No good, but she draws the foul. We'll go back to the line. Marshall's scoring's been a tough outing so far, and pretty much that's because Bergman's defense has been rock solid, and just pretty tough to get any decent looks at a shot with the way Bergman's been playing defense so far. Pruitt makes one or two of those free throws, so 43-7. That's the end of the first half. Bergman leads 43-7. We will be back in just a few minutes, so thank you for tuning in, and come back here in just a few minutes and we'll be live with the third quarter. All right, Marshall Sports Network back with senior girls action between Bergman and Marshall from the Lendel Thomas Classic here in Goblin Arena. Three-pointer by Bergman is good. Shot attempt by Marshall, no good. Bergman will bring it down, set up in the half court. Number 23 in for a shot off the glass is good. McKenna Harris hits a three. Be good to get some of our scoring going here in the second half. Three-point attempt by Bergman is no good. Marshall comes up with the rebound. Bobcats couldn't keep the handle on that pass, so it was out of bounds, and Bergman gets possession. Number 23 off the glass is good for Bergman. They lead 50-10. Pruitt, good look at a three, no good. Harness with the short jumper, no good. Bergman has possession. Number one has cooled off a little bit on three-point shooting. She's missed her last 3 or 4. So, out of bounds. Marshall brings up the ball. Foul on
Foul is on number 10.
Izzy Harness.
That is her third personal foul.
It's her third. Number 13 for Bergman misses the three. Marshall comes away with the rebound. Fast break pushing it up. Harness short jumper, no good. She saves it. Shot no good by McKenna Harris, and Bergman comes away with it. Number one misses the three again for Bergman, so she's missed her last 3 or 4 there. She was on fire in the first half, but like they say, live and die by the three. Shot by Marshall was no good, and Bergman comes away with the rebound. Another three by Bergman, no good. Marshall gets the rebound. Molly Harris, three-point attempt, no good. Gray gets the rebound, no good. On the shot, I think it was blocked a little bit by Bergman. They tipped it. Bergman pushes it back down to their end. Number 23 breaks the three-point scoring drought for Bergman. So they lead 53-10 here in the 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sometimes our scoreboard gets a little bit behind, but it, yeah, that's right, 53-10. Bergman's in the lead. There, number one finds the three-pointer. That's 56-10, and we've got a timeout by Bergman, and we will be back in just a minute.
Yeah, we want to thank our publicity, KHOZ 94.9 FM and AM 900. Thank you for publicity for Megan Cowan, ESPN Arkansas 104.3 and Harrison Bailey.
All right, Marshall brings up the ball, set up in the half court. Harness for the three, no good. Ball was tipped out of bounds by Bergman, so Marshall will retain possession. Miley Harris, short jumper, shot was a little short, and Bergman comes away with the rebound. Bergman three-point attempt, no good. Steal by Izzy Harness. Fast break. Layup is good.
Basket by number 10, Izzy Harness.
All right, steal by Miley Harris. Harness brings it up. Short jumper is good.
Izzy Harness.
Double dribble by Bergman. Turnover. Ball. Possession goes to Marshall. Three-pointer no good by Marshall. Another steal by Izzy Harness, but we lost the handle and Bergman picks it up. They will keep possession down here. Shot by Bergman, no good. Marshall comes away with the rebound. Pruitt brings it up for the Lady Bobcats. Takes it all the way in for the layup off the glass is good, and I'm sorry I missed that on the camera. Fingers getting a little slow, maybe because it's cold or something.
Tennessee.
Bergman, short little running shot down the lane, and it goes in. So Bergman leads 58-16 here with 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. And we got some substitutions in for Marshall. All right, that's the end of the third quarter. Bergman leads 58-16. We will be back in just a minute. Stay tuned.
All right, fourth quarter, 6 minutes and 45 to go. (16-59). Second free throw, and she'll sink it. I believe that was Bella Williams. 17-59. Marshall back in possession. Merriam, number 20. Knocked out of bounds, and it will be, I think it will stay Marshall ball, I believe. Yep, it will stay Marshall ball. Alex Williams will hand it in to Bella. Low post position, puts it up for two. Doesn't fall. Rebound, but Bergman picks it back up 11. Drives in, puts it up for two. She'll sink it, and that will make it 17-61.
Lowry.
17 to 63. 4 minutes and 20 to go. Was it up for two? I believe. Yep, that was Bella Williams. That will be 19 to 63.
Into the ball game, team using C for the Bergman Panthers.
Three minutes and 10 to go. A foul call.
Foul is on number 34, Amy Roberts. That is her first personal foul.
On Amy Roberts, her first personal foul, 2-1 on the foul count, and Bergman up to shoot two. Knocked out of bounds, and it will be Bergman ball.
Kinsley C.
About a minute and 50 left. Foul called on Bergman. Marshall, Amy Roberts up to shoot two. And about a minute left in this ball game. And I believe that, yeah, just about a minute left. 50 seconds and knocked out of bounds. It will be Marshall ball. Marshall going to hand it in. .30 seconds left. Again, mercy rule is in effect.
Foul is number 10, Kinsley C.
.10 seconds. And she'll make it. That was, I believe, Bella Williams. 22-67, and Bergman, that's your final score. All right, we will see you all tomorrow. The first game will be the Marshall Senior Girls. They will play at 10 a.m., and the Senior Boys will follow that at 11:20 a.m. So we will see, again, a.m., so morning time. We'll see you in the morning at about 10 a.m., and then the Senior Boys at 11:20. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in to the network. We will see you all tomorrow.